Hello, people on YouTube. Anyone who is currently playing the Conan Exiles enhanced update that came out recently. This video is for those of you who are playing it on the Steam Deck, and I'm going to show you how to get it to run smoothly so that you can have a smooth gaming experience without having to worry about any of the bugs or crashes most people are experiencing. First, starting off with putting in the dash no sound launch command to get the game to launch for the first time, like I had to do. Otherwise, you'll keep hitting that UE crash window. The second thing is I will show you that it is indeed the Steam Deck that I am on. As you can see, and I'll run the game to show you that it runs. I also recommend playing it in desktop mode. The launcher will come up. I haven't really found a way to bypass it unless you're in gaming mode. I'll also prove to you the settings that I'll show to you the settings that I'm rocking. Full screen, 1920 by 1080. No frame rate limit. VSync, volumetric fog. You can see all the settings that I'm using. Everything is set to ultra. Now, they say to use FSR and stuff like that to boost the game's performance, but I found TSR does it way better. Don't turn this on either. Leave this off. Just use TSR quality. If you're playing in gaming mode, I would also bring up the quick access menu and turn off TDP and half rate shading if any of you have that on. If you're not in gaming mode, then I would go in gaming mode real quick and turn it off. could just, let's see, you don't lose your visual quality. And as you can see, it runs pretty smoothly. I mean, now that's not to say that it's 100% accurate, because it is a little bit jumpy. But the game works, plays as intended. Obelisk. It runs pretty much like it should. You know, this is the best you can get it on the Steam Deck at the moment. This is, of course, if you're playing single player. Best I could get it anyway. Yeah, I'm also using I use console commands to give myself all of that amount, and max out all of my attributes. This game at max graphics. The frame rate might get a little jumpy, but it's not really much to be concerned about. It shouldn't stop you from enjoying the game. have to forgive my clunkiness. I'm using a mouse and keyboard. I'm not used to that control scheme. I'm used to playing with a controller, but my dual shock dead. It needs to be charged. Just to give you a good demonstration. On how the game actually performs on the Steam Deck. And I'm using the I have the 64 gigabyte model, so yeah. The model that everyone loves to hate on. And it's running beautifully on the system. I will say that that new Asgard kind of gives the game a bit of trouble. You can see the game doesn't really care for this area. On the Steam Deck. Well, shit. Oh, wait. Inside. The game starts to sweat in this area. But it's still not that big of an impact on performance. Now, if you were to use we'll start out at quality. If you were to use this see, it starts, the performance gets worse. Even at ultra performance. Even at ultra performance, it gets worse. And not only does performance suck, but the visual quality sucks too. Because now it looks like you're playing on a PlayStation 1. And it's pixelated as shit. The settings they added to help with game performance actually makes the game performance worse. So do not use them. Use TSR. And the game instantly gets prettier looking. And runs at a playable experience. So that is basically the demonstration that I wanted to show everyone. Just in case, you know, because I know that there's groups of people who just love to hate on the Steam Deck. Oh, the Steam Deck can't play that. But as you see, playing it. Keep in mind that I was on single player. Your experience may differ if you're on a server, because you have to take into an account your own internet connection, your ISP servers, Steam servers, and then the game server. So your performance may differ. But that was the single player experience. If you are worried about difficulty, as I still see some rage bait posts on Steam complaining about the game's difficulty. If you're playing a single player game and you're still struggling, all you have to do is enable admin mode, and you have a server tab where you can adjust the difficulty settings to make the game as easy or as hard as you want it to be. So I hope this information helps with some people to help enjoy the game, because I know some people are having trouble getting it to run